Hey guys, Dr. Lewis here. So let me give you a recap about the most dangerous cooking oils that this planet has ever experienced. And this is what I warn you about every other time. These are the seed oils. Okay? So I'll break it down for you to understand how they ended up in our plates and the dangers that come as a result of consumption of seed oils. Now, if you're watching this and you have relatives or you have your family, your mother, everyone in your life is still using these seed oils and they're in your kitchen, please throw them away. And this just evident. There's so much evidence, overwhelming evidence that discusses or that explains how seed oils have messed up human existence and human life. Okay, health-wise to be specific. So today, I'm going to tell you why you should avoid seed oils, and I will also mention the type of seed oils and what you should use at the end of the video. So these are the same oils that the food industry has labeled vegetable oils, and they have been labeled vegetable oils because of a reason. Of course, they want to convince you that they are more healthy, because they know when they use the word vegetable, your mind goes to thinking it's healthy, because vegetable sounds healthy, right? Now, there is no vegetable in those oils. All those cooking oils that you have and the containers are labeled vegetable oils. There is no vegetable in those cooking oils. They don't come from vegetables. They don't contain any vegetable. They come from seeds. Okay? So they're extracted from seeds and they go through processes and refining under high temperatures, under catalysts, under chemicals and a lot of heat, so that they just bring you this product that looks clearer and more clean. However, it is actually finishing you. So just the history. In the 1970s, around 1970s, there was hardly the use of these cooking oils in our diets. However, there were seed oils from the 1900s, but seed oils were extracted from seeds, and they were used to lubricate heavy machineries. You imagine the time of Industrial Revolution. So they were used to lubricate these machines, and how they ended up in our plates is still a question for most of you to answer, because most of you argue about it when I talk of unsaturated and saturated fats. I am an advocate of animal fat, which is saturated fats. Now, those seed oils, aka vegetable oils, are unsaturated. And when I mean unsaturated, I mean they have double bonds in their structures. Okay? And these double bonds harbor free electrons. These electrons are easy to form radicals, and they're loose. So these electrons can react to form dangerous radicals to your system. Now, they react under oxygen and under high temperatures. And you can imagine, you use them to cook and deep frying for that matter. You expose them to oxygen. And again, every cell membrane in your body is made up of a covering that is called the cell membrane. And this covering is totally lipids, is totally cholesterol and fats. So if you consume healthy, saturated animal fats, I repeat, healthy, saturated animal fats, these have cholesterol that will be used, a helpful cholesterol that will be used to form those cell membranes. And that will prevent you from aging. That will prevent you from all these lifestyle conditions, heart attacks. That will prevent you from cancer. So because these are healthy fats. Now, they are healthy because they are saturated, so they cannot allow heat to destabilize them. So they are saturated and stable. That is the word. The unsaturated fats, which are the seed oils or your vegetable oils, they have those radicals, and when they go ahead and form these cell membranes, their cell membrane is unstable already because it has been formed using the cholesterol from an unstable fat, because they are unsaturated. Now, once your cell membrane becomes unstable, then remember, in your blood you always have oxygen. So oxidization of these cell membranes is easy. Again, and I already told you the seed oils under high temperatures, they can be oxidized. So when you oxidize these cell membranes using oxygen in your system, now you can easily form radicals that are destructive to your mitochondria, to your cells, and to your entire body at large. And that is where we start creating this cancer. So it's not a surprise that since 1977, when the dietary modifications were introduced in South Africa and in Africa at large, we started having a steady rise in all these chronic conditions, arthritis, inflammatory conditions like IBS and like the colitis and all these colon cancers and stuff, and diabetes, hypertension, and even cancer. So they shot up. However, nobody wants to admit that. Now, what is happening when we take these seed oils, our seeds, to the industries? You can hardly extract seed. You can hardly just extract that oil from those seeds. Even if you take corn and try to extract that seed oil out of it, you will not be able. So they are taken to industries. They are put under high temperatures. They are put under chemicals. They are put under catalysts. And these are just to yield you a product that is so attractive to the eye. Now, these products, remember, when you consume them, you're consuming all these chemicals that have been used to make these products. Again, something interesting, there's a company called Crisco. This is a company that was responsible for production of seed oils. Okay, and is the one that is responsible for labeling those seed oils as vegetable oils to just convince you that they are healthy. Come to think of it, this company made those liquid seed oils. But by the time they were still being used as machinery lubricants, people were using animal fat, people were using sweat, people were using tallow, okay, and lard. Then this company realized that this can be used to cook. So they marketed them as healthy eating or cooking fats. At that moment in time, salt and animal fat started getting so much resistance because they were thought to be causing heart attacks. So they introduced these products in form of liquids. So people started using them, and all these cases of diabetes and hypertension started to rise. And weirdly, at that moment in time, the American Heart Association was just starting. So it was small. I mean small in quotes. It was just starting. Now, when these conditions started to rise, and then people started suspecting that these seed oils can be a problem. Then what this company did, it just went ahead and did hydrogenation of the seed oils to make them look solid. So if you pass liquid cooking oil, that seed oil, through hydrogen, it solidifies, and that is what makes the solid cooking fats. So they are the same. They are the same seed oils, only that they have been hydrogenized to make the solid one. Now, why did they do that? They did that because people knew that the solid fat are the healthy fats. So the same company that was victimizing the solid fats, the animal fats, started making their products to look like the animal fats, which is unhealthy in their thinking. Again, who is fooling who? Okay, so they made it look like the same unhealthy fats that they were demonizing. So I fail to understand, how is it that their fats or their unsaturated fats are healthy, and then if you put out the product, you want it to look like the unhealthy fats? Is it even making sense? It's not. So if you have anybody using these seed oils, please start to run away. Okay, throw them into the bins. You'll be saving their money, you'll be saving their health. Again, I told you the American Heart Association was starting, and it was small. So what Crisco did, Crisco started television shows, okay, and these shows were basically out to promote healthy eating, healthy living and stuff. And all the resources that were coming from, or the revenue that was being collected from those TV shows, all of them, Crisco came out and channeled this revenue into the American Heart Association. Question marks. Now, I've told you before that food industry is the one that is responsible for the nutritional syllabus. They fund the professors who write nutritional syllabuses, and therefore the nutritional syllabus is already manipulated. The American Heart Association is already manipulated, and that is the same organization that you read research from, that creates you all these guidelines that we follow to the latter. And if you've read research from AHA, which is the American Heart Association, you will realize how much they market vegetable oils. So business is booming, right? Because if at all they were interested in protecting your heart, then they are marketing you seed oils, and they're even labeling it vegetable oils, and they're a heart organization, then that has to tell you that there's something wrong. Okay, so if you're using canola, which comes from rapeseeds or rapeseeds, if you're using cotton oil, if you're using sunflower oil, if you're using safflower oil, if you're using sesame, if you're using corn, which is maize oil, please drop them. Drop them. They are not vegetable oils. They are seed oils. Number 2, the only oils that you're supposed to use for cooking, which do not, even under high temperatures, they cannot oxidize or release free radicals to harm you, are animal fats. Number 1, tallow, which is beef fat. Number 2, sweat, which is lamb fat. Number 3, ghee, which is milk fat. Number 4, olive oil, but olive oil is unsaturated, so it can be oxidized. However, it is still stable and healthy. So olive oil can only be used for top dressing, your salads and stuff, and also for shallow frying. Okay, mark that point. Then coconut oil, that can be used for deep frying. So all those foods that you want to deep fry, use coconut oil. Then again, the last one has to be avocado oil. So those are the oils that you're supposed to focus on to use for your cooking. So if you have nothing else apart from the ones that I've just mentioned, it's high time you throw that cooking oil away before it starts messing you up. It might not look as harmful now because you have healthy skin, because you're not aging, because you're healthy, and most of you think health is being fat. So because you're fat, because you're living a healthy lifestyle, you go to the laboratory and take a blood sugar test and it's normal, and you think you're healthy. No, go and take an insulin test, and then you'll tell us if you're healthy. If you have no hypertension and all these conditions, so you think you're healthy, it is just a matter of time. So avoid seed oils by all means. If you've not taken anything from this video, take the last part of it. Use animal fat to cook and avoid seed oils by all means. Thank me later.